What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So today's video is a little book review by a book called Systemology. Now, this book has almost changed my life. I'm implementing a whole bunch of stuff from this book right now as we speak. If you're a small business, you work either by yourself or have a small team like I do, and are looking to understand how to grow even more, you have potentially an established offer, something that works and it works really well in your market, but you want to see how far you can go with what it is that you can do and offer. This is going to be a really good book review. Without further ado, roll the intro. So if you're brand new to this channel, my name is Alan Howle. We talk all things small business marketing, talking inside the business, outside the business, as a human, as life, work-life balance, all those sorts of things. And I'm really excited to be sharing what I captured and what I got from this book, Systemology. So before I go into like what the book talks about and some of the big insights and things that I got from it, I want to share why this has really helped me. So it was probably about 2 months ago. So to give you some context, I run a videography business. My wife works in the business. I have two staff based in the Philippines, and effectively we run a video agency. Now, I have videographers all across Australia who work with us based on a per project basis. A lot of the stuff I still do, like I still do a lot of the filming. I do quite a bit of traveling, not during lockdowns, obviously, but where I can, I have been building relationships, and where I can't, like we engage videographers and everything else. Now, it was about 2 months ago, and what happened is we had booked 2 filming jobs in South Australia. So I'm based in New South Wales on the Central Coast. I was going to Adelaide with my wife, Jess, and we had booked these 2 film dates. And the night before, I was playing OzTag and I strained my back. It was a big concern for me because I was about to go into 2 full days of filming, obviously drive to the airport, hop on a plane, sit still for all this time while I was traveling, and then go and work. Now, if Jess wasn't going with me, I wouldn't have gone through with it. But the long and short of why I share this story is because when at that very moment, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, before I was getting up at 5:30 to like hop on a plane, like get ready, hop on a plane and all those other things, what was running through my head was, fuck, like I'm in this position where it's all on me. Like if I don't go out and film, yes, I can go and hire someone. Yes, I can go and, engage someone, but I just don't feel like it's actually doing my client the best service because I haven't yet established what this process looks like and what I bring to the table. And so I'll go into this book a little bit more, but this was the reason why it helped me to realize, you know what, I need to do something about my business so that it's not just so reliant on me, and it's not just so reliant on where I can be, what I can do, that it can actually grow with and without me at the same time. So the first thing that I got from this book is there's ingredients and recipes to every business. Now, just because you have the ingredients and the recipes does not mean that you can cook or plate up a dish like a really well-trained chef can, okay? However, if you were given the recipe, you were given the directions, and you were trained by that specific chef over a course of a period of time, how to cook a dish, how to prepare it, some of the tricks and tips and things that go into the prep around like quality of the food and all those other things, one day you may be able to create something as good as the trained chef. I share this because the exact same applies to any business. No matter what it is that you do, no matter what it is that you offer, you may have certain skills and certain things that maybe can't be replaced because of your DNA, but there are certain things that you can hire for, certain skills and attributes of people that will allow you to be able to give someone with the right skill the ingredients, the directions, and the recipe, which then allows them to be able to do a function of your business just as good, if not better, because they bring their own creativity, because they're bringing something else to the table. Through that same analogy, what I learned through this book is that there's different systems that you can put in place of your business. Now, a system can be like an application like Xero or HubSpot or a CRM or whatever the case is, but a system could also be a person who follows a particular system to make sure that you actually get what you need out of your business. What this book actually helped me really do is actually break down what are those ingredients? What are those steps? What are those things? Okay. And this book actually has some really cool exercises. So one of the exercises that I did basically gets you to name all of the different departments. So your sales, your marketing, your operations, your finance, your HR, hiring, all of the different departments, and then asks you to basically put the name of the person who runs the department at the top and any other people, key people, in through all of the different fields. Now, the part that made me realize I need help is the fact that I have my sales where my name was at the top. I have my marketing where my name was at the top. I have my lead gen where my name was at the top. I had my operations where my name was at the top. And I had finances where Jess's name was at the top. Now, if that doesn't ring alarm bells to anyone, how can your business run without, based on where it is right now, my business cannot function without me. And that's scary because what if I do want to take a week off? What if, something happens and I just need time? If I stop, my business currently stops. And so there's some really cool exercises and resources in this book that allow you to really break down and really understand what is it that has your business run and operate. Another really cool exercise as you go through the book is that it actually helps you to break down your sales process and your marketing process. Now, as someone in marketing, I'm really, really big on this, and it helps me to realize that whilst there are still things that I want to keep doing in the future, like I really enjoy having calls with people who are interested in potentially doing some video content and whatnot. But whilst that's all well and good, there are functions that I can put in place that I have now been able to systemize where we outreach to people and basically use different workflows to communicate to people rather than me manually typing up emails at different sections of my business. I can now put a process in place we consistently do on a daily basis. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes concentration. Now I can set someone up who's either a right fit or they've decided to work with us. Once that then happens, we can then go through that process where everything just works out. Everything just comes about as it needs to. Understanding and being able to step out those individual steps has you in a position where if you choose to hire someone in the future for sales, you know what your capability is and you know the steps in place that that person would need to take. If you choose to hire someone for your operations, you now know what those steps are in your operations and everything else. In the past, I really struggled with processes. I actually worked with someone, a business coach, who tried to get us to put together some processes and things in place. What this book has helped me to understand is how important those processes are. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot of fun to put in a process, but once you understand a process creates freedom, then you've got a lot of motivation and a lot of different things to put those processes in place. This book also recommends you do is actually have someone who's not the business owner go through this process, read the book, and start to go through the process of diverging the business into different steps, documenting these processes so that if you choose to hire in the future or choose to, put a system in place, that you've got KPIs, you've got things that you can measure your success against. And to be honest with you, it's what this book has helped me do is almost learn to communicate to my business, learn to communicate, learn to understand what is it that my business needs and wants to function and operate. What do my clients need to function and operate? And what do we need to, you know, and then once that's all working, once that's all operating, it then gives me more time to go and add some value into the sales process, add some value into the marketing, look to see where we can update, you know, our clients, our client journey, add even more value with zero cost and all those other things during that process as well. So one of the things that I realized after reading this book is that my business can only go as far as I take it. And using steps, structure, and different elements to really understand and communicate to your business, it then allows you to grow more, make it more capable without you, and also gives you opportunities to really do potentially what you do best as a business owner, and that is to focus on things that are really going to grow your business even more, really do things that are really going to have your business flourish and your customers get even better results and all those amazing things during that process as well. So before I finish this video, I just want to give a massive shout out to Geoff Grist. So Geoff Grist is a real estate client of mine who I worked with last year sometime. We did some really cool videos. Geoff actually has a few books called Sold Above Market, Journey to Sold, and Flip for Cash. Geoff is a real estate agent based in Mossman, Sydney, and he is actually also what's called a systemologist. So what that means is that because there's so much detail in this book, there are actually people who can help you implement the tools, the strategy, and everything else from here. Now, we're still just going through the review process. And actually updated, you know, our systems and everything else through HubSpot. But there is a good chance that I'm going to be reaching out to Geoff in the very near future. If you'd like a copy of this book, if you'd like to speak to someone about, you know, having a look at this, please reach out, or I'll leave Geoff's details. Please reach out to Geoff. He'd be more than happy to help you on something like this. But yeah, I've got a lot of value out of this book so far. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comments, anything else, please leave it below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I'd also love to know, what is it that you want to see from me in the future? Would you like some more book reviews? Would you like some more tips and tricks on small business marketing, things like that? I'd love to know. Leave a comment below so I can hear back from you. And I love you and leave you. Go get it.